Very confusing, very confusing. Yeah, he has like a really cool setup too. He has like 3 cameras though, so. Okay. I do need to take attendance. Oop, don't look at grades, don't look at grades. Oops. It's not even your class, but. Okay.
It's 11 o'clock.
Thank you. Okay, Alyssa's here in person. Alexis is here virtual. Randall. What's going on there, bud?
Chris McClellan, you should mute him just cause.
Oh, I said Genesis is present. Genesis is not present.
It's DC.
Yes.
I'm reading up on a bunch of stories, and I'm thinking, why did they always make the black dude the side character? I was gonna note about that. With that one dumb trope.
Well, yeah, because apparently black people are tokens, so.
They even tokenizing white characters. I'm like, why?
Not necessarily true. Not necessarily true. There are some cases that they do tokenize white people, but even then, it's not very noticeable. Like in Spider-Man and the Spideyverse, what's her face is the tokenized white friend.
Wait, which one? Like
the Gwen girl, I think her name is. She's
Gwen Stacy.
While Miles is the mixed black and Mexican kid, you know.
Yeah, he's African Latino.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, when I'm sharing the screen, do you guys see my
Thank you.
You like Power School right now?
We can see your Power School.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure everything is working the way I need it to. And not everything is, but for now, it'll be fine. I'm just trying to figure out all this stuff. Oops, not discussions. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do today.
Read.
New vocab.
Oh.
Oh. And on your, actually, let me publish it. Boop. Here we go. There's a new module, week of 10.5, the Crucible vocabulary. And you should be able to go into here, Crucible vocab. And it should show you this. And hopefully it will. How many people we got in here? 6? 7, 8, including you guys. I know. All of my classes are really small, actually, though. The biggest one I have is 11. I know. Okay, so what we're going to do is go over these words together, and then I'm going to assign everybody a word, and I'll do the ones that don't get assigned because we don't have quite enough for everybody. We would if everybody were here, but everybody is not here. And then we're going to, whenever I give you your assigned word, you're going to create an example sentence with it. And I'll give you a couple minutes to do that. And then we'll go over them together. And I might just add them right into this document so that you can have it to study with, so that we can, we'll have a quiz on Friday. We will go back over them between now and Friday. We might do a Kahoot or a Quizlet or something. This, when you're doing your example sentences, that's not a grade. It's just to generate some sentences to help you guys. And maybe I'll even use those sentences on the quiz.
Can we put them down in chat?
Yeah, you can write your example sentences in chat. Sure.
Okay. Am I really loud also? Because like my microphone is like booming on here.
I don't feel like you're really loud.
Okay.
But it's kind of weird that I kind of feel like you should be coming through the speaker on the thing, on the screen. Because like my computer guy who just said it's 11 o'clock through the screen. I don't know. Yeah. I understand, but got to mute Randall. Yeah. I'm confused about it. I don't understand technology. Okay, the first word is persecute, which you're probably familiar with. It means to subject someone to hostility and ill treatment, especially because of their race or political or religious beliefs, something that is kind of essential to them. You're prejudiced against them because of that, and you are treating them poorly. The second one is somber, which is dark or dull in color or tone, oppressively solemn or sober in mood. Grave. I just gave you a lot of definitions for that one. But just, gloomy and overly solemn. Number 3 is ordinance, which is an authoritative order or decree for passing ordinances. Number 4 is predilection, which is a noun. I'm telling you that for a reason that I'll tell you in a minute. It's a preference or a special liking for something or a bias in favor of something. So like maybe you have a predilection for fried foods. I know I do. Number 5 is maraud, which means to roam around in search of things to steal or people to attack. You're just like roaming around up to no good, looking to cause trouble. Number 6 is conjure, yes, as in The Conjuring, to call upon a spirit or ghost to appear by means of a magic ritual, or to make something appear unexpectedly or seemingly from nowhere as if by magic. So it can be actually by magic, or it can just seem like magic. But I think it just in what we read the other day, it said some stuff about like conjuring spirits. So you can kind of see where we're going with that. Number 7 is abide, which means to bear patiently or tolerate. I kind of hear more often that you can't abide something or you won't abide something if it's like against your personal rules. Grapple means to struggle or wrestle or to begin to understand or deal with something in a direct way. So you can literally physically grapple like with another person, or you can grapple with an idea, or like if you're struggling with your schoolwork, you might be grappling with your math or whatever. Number 9 is apparition, which is a supernatural appearance of a person or thing, especially a ghost. And then number 10 is fancy as a verb, which means to have a particular liking or desire for. Now, if you notice, predilection means something pretty similar to that, but predilection is a noun and fancy is a verb. So if you, what was the example I said before? Fried foods. If you have a predilection for fried foods, then you really fancy them. And I feel like nowadays we kind of hear fancy more as like British slang, or at least I do because I watch a lot of British reality television. But it used to be pretty common around here too, especially in the time period that we're looking at when, of course, they had like come over from England not a terribly long time ago. So let's see. Let's give everybody a word. Let me look at who all is here. Let's see. Alyssa, you can take the first word, persecute. James, you can take somber. Cece, you take ordinance. LeBron, predilection. Randall, maraud. Alexis, conjure. And Cade, abide. Anybody want a second word? You just feeling
I do.
Okay, Cece, you can do grapple
Okay.
as well. And then I'll do the last two. I'll give you all a couple minutes to come up with an example sentence. If you want to type your example sentence in the chat, you can do that. If not, I'll call on you as we go through. I'll give you a couple minutes. And I need a couple minutes too, because I don't have words prepared or sentences.
Hey, Miss McClellan.
Hey.
What's that word that also, like, you saying somebody's a thief, but it's not thief. It's like something maniac, like a kleptomaniac. That's what it's called.
Oh yeah, kleptomaniac.
Yeah, kleptomaniac.
Oop. Come on, chat. This thing's dumb. Okay.
I have done it. I have done my sentences.
Okay. I actually want to check real quick and see if I add something to the original document, will it? Well, it's not even letting me. That's really annoying. Oh. Okay. Let's try this. The crucible vocabulary, that's what I want. Oh my gosh, come on. This is just moving really slow. Oh. Which I kind of figured it would today. There we go. So if I write on the doc here, does it reflect that here? Yes, it does. Yay. Okay. If you need another minute, that's fine. Obviously, I'm working on doing this. I kind of figured that I would be slow today, just like trying to figure out multiple screens and like how to share everything and make sure everybody is seeing it. So just bear with me. Okay, this is good. Let's see who has added in the chat. Okay. Alexis, do you have your sentence? No, I'm sorry, Alyssa, not Alexis. Sorry. You have yours. Can you share it? Perfect. In Europe, people were persecuted for not being Christians. That's no, just the word, yeah. Do you have yours, James?
No.
Okay.
That song is not Samu.
That's
Actually, what is that? You have all the letters, the first letter thing. Something in it, but I didn't realize it did that.
Oh, alliteration.
Yes.
It is, yeah. Okay, let's see. Ordinance, that was Cece. I know that you have written it in here. The police gave out an ordinance. It would help if I could spell the word. Ordinance when the party became too loud. These are good sentences y'all are coming up with. Predilection. Who had predilection? LeBron.
A, other one. I forgot to put A.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, this is very revealing.
Yeah. It's not really for me. I'm just putting something.
There you go. Find out some things that LeBron likes. You get very vulnerable with us in this class, LeBron.
They're not vulnerable. Also, you forgot because they tell me their story.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Hey, you gotta put half. You gotta put one half. Come on. Oh wait, you should put the whole thing. Never mind.
Yeah.
What if they're prison women?
It all depends.
So like if they stab somebody and then they got stabbed in the eye.
That woman had like a bad scar. I'm not gonna shame her for that. I'm like, oh, so what?
So you would love her when she has a scar over her eye and talks about how she bit a pirate's butt. That's what you would like.
Moron.
Won't bother me.
Is that right? Moron.
Also, this is not vulnerable. This is something I'm actually quite proud of.
I don't think I'm.
Now that can go past looks.
You be proud of that, LeBron. Good for you.
It's good for me.
I'm sorry. I just need to look up this word. I just felt like it was spelled different.
As a man, my privilege.
No, I'm spelling it right. It just looks wrong to me. Okay. I love Randall's sentence. A kleptomaniac went to the McDonald's to maraud, but didn't find anything except a broken ice cream machine. I love that. Okay, number 6 was conjure, and it looks like Alexis is getting spooky, which I completely support. Oh, nope, that's not you. Just kidding. I conjure
Kleptomaniac.
the spirit.
According to Mayo Clinic, an impulse control disorder that results in an irresistible urge to steal.
LeBron, you're unmuted.
Thanks.
Okay. Lovely.
And he still took the ice cream machine.
And he still took the ice cream machine. That's a lot. It's a lot to sneak out.
Have y'all ever seen that one meme where it was like a Snapchat of the guy and he had the Chipotle tea machine? And the first picture was like of a guy who was really sad, and he was like, Chipotle doesn't have any tea. Apparently their tea machine is gone, but I don't believe that. And then the second picture is of this dude with the tea machine.
I just took
that tea machine from Chipotle.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. That had me dead.
Okay. Number 7 was abide, and that was Cade's example, which was a good citizen will abide by the rules. Very good. And then Cece had grapple as well and said when gorillas want to show dominance, they tend to grapple, which they probably do. I took apparition. The guards in Hamlet saw, well, I'm trying to type. Also, somebody's trying to get in. Oh, it's Alyssa. The guards in Hamlet. Come on. Just let me type. He's being dumb. Did I write the wrong there somewhere? Sorry, I just saw that in the chat. Also, why is this not, like, what's happening? What in the world? Okay. This is being so weird to me. Okay, the guards in Hamlet saw an apparition that looked like the king, even though he had been murdered a while ago. That's something we'll read next year. And then lastly, I made this one related to our reading content. Abigail wanted to destroy John Proctor's marriage because she fancied him herself. Okay, let me just look back in the chat and see if there's anything that we, oh. Yes, I think I fixed the there in, yeah, I did. I'm getting in the spirit, literally. Good, okay. So I'll leave this on Google Classroom, not Google Classroom, you know what I mean? The other thing that we're having to use now. And you can use this to study with. I probably will use most of these sentences because y'all did a really good job with that. So this is something you can study throughout the week. We will do some kind of review on Wednesday or Thursday for these words and have a quiz on Friday. Any questions about that? Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing for at least a moment here. Oh, what have I done?
Miss McClellan, is that Mr. T in the background?
That is Mr. T in the background.
Okay.
That's something that, for some reason, Benvenuti had that in his apartment. I don't know why.
Why?
There's also the Karate Kid behind there, but you can't really see it.
Well, he mentioned that he really enjoyed that movie for some reason, or really hated it. One of the two.
I think he liked it. But I don't have any explanation for Mr. T, but you know, I pretty much had to clean out his apartment, or Miss Cathan and I did, because we lived in the same apartment complex and his family went back to Michigan. So they like left us in charge of it. And so like, they were like, take anything you want. Like, it's fine. And like some stuff is so weird, but I was like, he was a weird guy. I like it. Are you cold? Do you want to close the windows? I mean, it's not really cold outside, but I feel pretty good. And also, like, we can't control those at all. Like, the temperature of the AC is controlled in Colombia. It's so stupid. Like, I don't understand it. But yeah, like, anytime anybody's AC is messed up, they have to like bring these people from Colombia to come get it. Oh my gosh, look. Ah. Yeah. It's crazy to see you here and here. Okay. So let me just quickly look at my plans for today. What else are we doing? Right. Continue Act 1. Oh, okay. There's another screen. Interesting. So many screens. We are going to keep reading today, but I also, hang on, I'm going to share my screen yet again for a moment so that you can see what we're doing. You go away. Okay, so nope, not you. No, it is you. I'm going to have a lot more in modules, or at least a little bit more in modules, I think, than you guys do, because I've already posted some stuff. No, I didn't post anything else in this class. Okay, good. This is where the Crucible script is. And then if you'll recall the other day, we started this thing, and this is not going to be due until after we finish Act 1. But as we read, we might kind of arrive at these quotes. Oh, poopy doop. Every time. Every time. And you'll notice one of these is blank, and that's fine. But each of you should have a copy of this. And as we get to these quotes, we're going to stop, and I have them written down, so hopefully I'll remember to stop when it's time. But when we get to the quote, we're going to make a prediction about what's going to happen as a result of what's going on in this quotation. And that's all we're going to do for now, just as we're reading. But once you're done, you can go back and determine, was your prediction confirmed or was it contradicted? Were you right about what you predicted? And then in this box, you'll write what happened. So there's two on this page, two on the next page, one from Paris, one from Abigail. There's this blank one up at the top that you can just ignore, one from Giles and one from Hale. So 1 second, I'm going to plug my computer in. And then we can get to reading the Crucible, which I think I have open here. You guys have it open on your Canvas, or you should be able to open it on your Canvas. You are the thing that I want. It is under last week's module. Crucible script. Okay, I'm gonna do this and also stop my video because you don't need to see me. So we ended, oh, geez, I went way far away. Oh, look, Genesis Hayward's trying to make an appearance.
Make her read too today.
Hi, Jenny. We just got some new vocabulary. Sorry if you were waiting for a long time. I don't know if you were. But we just got some new vocabulary, and we did example sentences with it, and we'll have a quiz on those on Friday. But we'll go back over them before then. You just might want to go look at the words and kind of familiarize yourself with those. Okay. Let's look at the Crucible. Sorry, I'm like flipping back and forth so fast. But we only read like these first 2 pages, and can one of you guys kind of summarize what was going on?
So a child is passed out because she fell out because apparently she got scared by their father, who was in the woods. I think it was their father.
Her uncle.
And
It's, what is that? It's Betty. Betty is the one who's passed out, and it's her father.
yes. The reason that he was watching is because he saw Tituba waving her arms.
Yeah.
And he was concerned.
Gibberish coming out of her mouth. So
yeah.
They're thinking that maybe it's something to do with witchcraft. Maybe she was bewitched. And then Abigail is also in this scene. She's the cousin. What is that noise that keeps happening?
It's Genesis's phone.
Oh my God. It sounds alarming. It sounds like a drill. What? Okay, so this is where, I mean, you guys can just see my chat, but oh well. So we're gonna pick up from here, which is like right after they're talking about Tituba being in the woods and stuff. We had Cece, you were reading Abigail,
Yeah, and Tituba.
And Tituba. And Alyssa, you were doing Paris, is that right? Okay.
Huh?
Okay. We can pick up from the top of page 8, and as we get more characters in, and we will, this is actually like, the scenes are really long. There's only 3 acts. Act 1 has 2 scenes, but they're both pretty long.
Just like Shakespeare.
Kind of, yeah. All right, so we can just start at the top of page 8 of the PDF.
Okay, wait a second. Yeah. She always sings her Barbados songs, and we dance.
I cannot blink what I saw, Abigail, for my enemies will not blink it. I saw a dress lying in the grass.
A dress?
A dress, and I thought I saw someone naked running through the trees.
No one was naked. You mistake yourself, Uncle.
I saw it. Now tell me true, Abigail. My ministry is at my stake, my ministry and perhaps your cousin's life. Whatever abomination you have done, give me all of it now, for I dare not be taken unaware when I go before them down there.
There is nothing more. I swear it, Uncle.
Abigail, I have fought here 3 long years to bend these stiff-necked people to me. And now, just now, when there must be some good respect for me in the parish, you compromise my very character. I have given you a home, child. I have put clothes upon your back. Now give me upright answer. Your name in the town, it is entirely white, is it not?
Why, I am sure it is, sir. There be no blush about my name.
Abigail, is there any other cause than you have told me for a Goody Proctor discharging you? It has troubled me that you are now 7 months out of their house, and in all this time no other family has ever called for your service.
They want slaves, not such as I. Let them send to Barbados for that. I will not black my face for any of them.
Okay, let's pause for just a second. What does it mean when he's saying your name is entirely white?
You are completely European, like you're not mixed with anything, correct?
So it's not actually talking about like just like actual whiteness. When they talk about her name being white, and then she says, I'm sure it is, there's no blush about my name. What could that be kind of a reference to? Or like when they say her name's not entirely white, what else could that mean other than like talking about her skin color?
Because back then, like people who were white people named the left.
Yeah.
She's black, and she has a normal white person name.
That's true. But it's actually not referring to skin color at all here. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood that. When they're talking about her name being white, and then she says there's no blush about my name, what it means is basically like she is blameless. She hasn't done anything wrong. Like her name is still in good standing in the town. So by white, he means like pure or innocent in this case. And when she says there's no blush about my name, there's no kind of like stain on my name or anything. Like she's maintaining she's done nothing wrong. She hasn't done anything to make people think that her name or her reputation is bad. And anytime they talk about people's names, and by the end of this play they will talk about people's names a lot, it's kind of interchangeable with saying their reputation. Like if you are speaking ill of someone's name, you're trying to make them look bad. So just keep that in mind. And then he kind of started hinting at something here. He asked, was there any other trouble? Is there any other reason that Goody Proctor discharged you. So she was working for the Proctors and they fired her essentially. And Abigail says they want slaves, not such as I. So like, she's not trying to be their servant. She felt like they were asking too much of her. So now we have Miss Ann Putnam coming in. She's a twisted soul of 45, a death-ridden woman haunted by dreams. Anybody want to read Anne?
Alexis, you should do it.
Bet.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a marvel. It is surely a stroke of hell upon you.
Can you hear her?
No.
Oh.
No? Do you not hear? Do I need to speak like louder? Is that it?
Yes. Yes, you do, Alexis.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Let me close my door.
Do I go?
It is a marvel. It is surely a stroke of hell upon you.
No, Goody Putnam. It is.
How high did she fly? How high?
No, she never flew.
Wait, can we pause real quick? Can we pause?
Okay.
Alexis, you don't have to yell. Just speak louder.
Yes, she does. I can't hear her.
Okay, when I talk like this, y'all can't hear me.
No, what needs to happen is, Alyssa, you need to turn up your volume. Miss McClellan, you need to mute yourself so that it like doesn't echo between each other. And then Alexis, you need to sit closer to your
Oh my
microphone.
gosh. Sorry, I just played music for a second. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I'll mute myself.
I don't even know where my microphone is. Like I'm like sitting in here.
Just scoot closer to your laptop. You'll find it.
I'm like very, very close to my lap. Hello.
Alyssa, can you hear her?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay,
Hello?
now Alyssa, turn
Oh,
up your
I
volume.
found it. Okay. Okay.
There we go.
Sure she did. Mr. Collins saw her going over, I don't even know, barn and come down light as bird, he says.
Now look you, Goody Putnam. She never. Oh, good morning, Mr. Putnam.
Can we get a Mr. Putnam?
All right, I guess I'll do it. It is a providence that the thing is out now. It is a providence.
What's out, sir? What's?
Why, her eyes is closed. Look, you, Anne.
Why? That's strange. Ours is open.
Your little Ruth is sick?
I'd not call it sick. The devil's touch is heavier than sick. It's death, you know? It's death driving into them forked and hooved.
Oh, pray not. Why, how does your child ail?
She ails as she must. She never wake this morning, but her eyes open, and she walks and hears not, sees not, and cannot eat. Her soul is taken, surely.
They say you've sent for Reverend Hale of Beverly?
A precaution only. He has much experience in all demonic arts, and I...
He has indeed, and found a witch in Beverly last year, and let you remember that.
No, Goody Ann. They only thought that were a witch, and I am certain there be no element of witchcraft here.
No witchcraft. Now look you, Mr. Paris.
Thomas, I pray you, leap not to witchcraft. I know that you, least of all, Thomas, would ever wish to disastrous a charge laid upon me. We cannot leap to witchcraft. They will howl me out of Salem for such corruption in my house.
Now look you, Mr. Paris. I have taken your part in all connection here, and I would continue, but I cannot if you hold back in this. There are hurtful, vengeful spirits laying hands on these children.
But Thomas, you cannot.
And tell Mr. Paris what you have done.
But pause for just a second before you do. Couple things. First of all, so not only now has Betty fallen ill or possibly bewitched, but now we have another girl, Ruth Putnam, who has also fallen ill, and her parents are pretty convinced that it's got something to do with the devil. I also want to point out before we move on that the first two on the Act 1 quotes have actually already been said. This is like a slightly different translation than whatever translation was used. I don't know why there have to be multiple translations. This was written in the 50s. It's not like a big, a big difference in how we would speak. But if I can just take you back for just a second to show you, let's see. Paris, my enemies will bring it out. I'm trying to find that part. Oh, somebody else is trying to get in here. Poopy dope. Genesis is trying to come back. I don't know where she went. Here we are. Paris right here on page 7 says, it must come out. My enemies will bring it out. Let me know what you have done there, Abigail. Do you understand that I have many enemies? That is actually, that's not even a different translation. That's exactly the same. But then Abby says, maybe we haven't gotten to this yet. Maybe she will continue to say it. She was like saying some stuff that was similar to that, but when she was talking about Goody Proctor letting her go and everything, but maybe that has not come yet. I'm trying to keep an eye out for it though. Okay. So we're at Anne here, telling us what she has done.
Alexis.
My mic was muted. I forgot. My bad. Reverend Paris, I have laid 7 babies unbaptized in the earth. Believe me, sir, you never saw more hardy babies born, and yet each would wither in my arms the very night of their birth. I have spoken nothing, but my heart has clamored in
Intimations.
Thank you. Intimations. And now this year, my Ruth, my only, I see her turning strange. A secret child she has become this year, and shrivels like a sucking mouth were pulling on her life too. And so I thought to send her to your Tituba.
To Tituba? What made Tituba?
Tituba knows how to speak to the dead, Mr. Paris.
Goody Ann, it is formidable sin to conjure up the dead.
I take it on my soul, but who else may surely tell us what person murdered my babies?
Woman.
They were murdered, Mr. Paris, and mark this proof. Mark it. Last night my Ruth were ever so close to their little spirits. I know it, sir, for how else is she struck dumb? Now except some power of darkness would stop her mouth. It is a marvelous sign, Mr. Paris.
Don't you understand it, sir? There is a murdering witch among us, bound to keep herself in the dark. Let your enemies make of it what they will. You cannot blink it anymore.
Then you were conjuring spirits last night.
Oops, forgot. Not I, sir. Not I. Tituba and Ruth.
Now I am undone.
You are not undone. Let you take hold there. Here. Wait for no one to charge you. Declare it yourself. You have discovered witchcraft.
In my house, Thomas, they will topple me with this. They will make of it.
Oh, okay, now, I guess.
Somebody want to read Mercy Lewis?
Sure, I'll be Mercy.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Me and Cece.
Yeah.
Your pardons. I only thought to see how Betty is.
Why aren't you home? Who's with Ruth?
Her grandmother come. I'm so sorry. My
Alexis.
brain is lagging from having to read this. I'm sorry. She's improved a little, I think. She's gave a powerful sneeze before. Ah, there's a sign of life. I'd fear no more, goody Putnam. It was a grand sneeze. Another like it will shake her wits together, I'm sure.
Will you leave me now, Thomas? I would pray a while alone.
Uncle, you have prayed. Am I unmuted? Okay, yeah. Uncle, you've prayed since midnight. Why do you not go down and...
No, I'll wait till Mr. Hale arrives.
Now look, you sir, let you strike out against the devil, and the village will bless you for it. Come down, speak to them, pray with them. They're thirsting for your word, mister. Surely you'll pray with them.
We're actually going to stop there for today because we only have a couple minutes left. So what else is going on with the Putnams? What's the reason that they think there's some witchcraft about?
I'm a little low-key kind of confused on what I'm reading. Like, as I was reading it, I felt like Alexis and I were having a stroke trying to read that. Like, it was really difficult. But I think what's happening is that the Putnam's children are, like, acting really strange, and they're, like, really confused on why they're acting strange. And so they come to the priest, and they ask if there's something wrong with them and if there's witchcraft going around because their children are acting strange, and all of her children are supposedly dead, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And she thinks that they're talking to their dead children again.
Yes, or that, yeah, they had like 7 babies that all died, and she thinks that since there was only one that survived, some witch or something is killing her babies, and now they've got the last one who is like a child or maybe a teenager, but like there might be something going on with her. So they're like, why won't these witches leave us alone? Like, why are they persecuting our family? So they're glad that Reverend Hale, who has some experience with like demonology basically, is going to come in and try to help them out. So tomorrow we are going to if we're going to read tomorrow, and I'm going to give you another worksheet, and if to talk about the conflicts within Act 1, and if we don't finish Act 1 tomorrow in class, then you'll have to finish it on your own. But that's it for today. It is time to go to lunch. So bye.
Adios.